How am I today? Today I'm actually pretty fine, pretty solid. Planning on taking it chill, because after next week I'm taking a break on videos, so I actually don't have much in the way of editing, per se. I'm taking a break. I'm still gonna be uploading something, but it's gonna be shorts, like 3 shorts, so you know, it's not full-on videos, because I've been wiped. The editing has been wiping me out. Look, Stanley Parable does pranks, and also, I don't know what fucking mental state I was in to think that that was a good idea. I don't know. My brain sometimes just does things. You just can't presume to know what is going to happen. Also, ooh, my face. Ooh, disappearing. Ooh, it's gone. I love taking music with it, it's really good. Real good music. There you go, that's it. That is it, it's time for us to begin. Hello everybody, it is me, Nbase. I'm looking funky and spicy today, and today I'm going to be doing the Stanley's parabola. Stagnant parabola. Staffold paraphrasing. Stalwart presumption. Oh, so many brains. Developed by crows and crows and crows. You crows. Crows. Do you plan to stream Black Book, the deck builder card game? I don't know what that is, so I don't have any idea. I'll look it up, but I don't know what Black Book is. So I don't have an idea. I usually stream games based on like how they fuck with my brain. What time is it? What's the time, Mbis? What's the time? Hang on. What? Before we started, can I just say something? Yeah? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted up the game. Oh. Well, now I feel bad about... A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 o'clock and call it a day. I mean, I did set it at 4:20 a.m. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. The second one wasn't. The first one was. Second one wasn't. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want. Even if it's not the correct time, you've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Oh. Well, unfortunately it was the wrong time already. But, you know, it's not bad. And now it's the Stanley Parable 2. Actually, yeah, I guess it is Stanley Parable 2. We're not playing the Ultra Deluxe anymore, we're playing the second version. Hang on. I am not actually... Okay. That's weird. I'm not actually putting my mouse over that. Really quickly, I'm gonna look up Black Book. Just very quickly. It's a movie. It's also a game. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let me just... The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Let's remove the Ultra Deluxe. It's 2. It's the Stanley Parable 2. That's what the game is. There you go. Let's begin the game! Yay, we have new endings or something. I also have some chai. Gotta love chai.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yes.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Oh, of course,
Employee number 427's job was simple.
Oh?
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Fantastic.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Perfect.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Sounds
And
fascinating.
Others might have considered it soul-licking, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Yeah.
And Stanley was happy.
Where's his bucket? I was promised a bucket.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
He meets a bucket.
Something he would never quite forget.
He finds a bucket.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Yeah.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even
His
say
stream had 0 viewers, and his
never
chat
in
was
all his
dead.
years at the company had this happened. This
Get well
complete
someday, yeah. Okay, yeah.
isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Welcome back. Did I get an achievement for saying welcome back? What? Quit the game and then start it again. Oh, well, thank you. I did do that, yeah. Wait, there are hang on, what? Guides, how to walk in the Stanley Parable. There's a guide for walking. Wait, what? The fuck? Okay, hang on. I need to show this. I need to show this real quick. So, there's a guide, apparently. You have friends online. Thank you. Steam is broken, by the way, so it doesn't work. Yeah, you can see how the time is incorrect. I mean, it's close. If I did PM, it would have worked. So, how to walk in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I guess I have friends. I'm glad for them. So you want to walk in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, eh? Well, this is the right guide. Soon enough, you will be walking like you've never walked before. Okay, there's a lot of fucking... Holy shit, 50 steps? Okay, boot up the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, not to be confused with the Stanley Parable mod and the Stanley Parable. Enter in the correct time and set the visibility to the correct settings. Well, I've already fucked that up, so I can't walk. Well, then fuck that then. Except I did just walk. The guide is a sham. Fuck this.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Hey, the real Lilac, you should join the Terraria server. It's really good, and I'm working on it. It's really legendary, and I built a really epic base made out of stone. It's really awesome. This also applies to everyone, but Lilac mentioned Terraria, so I'm pointing this to Lilac personally. It's a tactic known as conversation or something. I don't know. So supposedly there's a bucket. There's that. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Okay, I love clicking. I can't jump. Yeah, meeting today. Bucket!
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Yay! Imagine playing Minecraft when Terraria is like objectively better in every single way. Can't believe this. Can't believe your terrible taste in games, Fox. Truly disappointing. Anyways, here's my bucket. Here's my friend. My friend the bucket knows how good Terraria is. Terraria has a bucket. Terraria has a lot of buckets. You can have a water bucket, a lava bucket, a bottomless lava bucket, and a bottomless water bucket. You could also have a honey bucket. You can have a lot of buckets in Terraria. I can have 99 buckets all at once. So, Terraria, like Terraria 1, Minecraft 0. Unironically, I dislike Minecraft. For me, it's like conditional. I hate Mondays. For me, it's conditional. Like, Minecraft, I dislike the survival mode. I don't like it. Creative mode is fun. But after trying out journey mode in Terraria, I've concluded that building stuff in both is equally as fun as in the other one. So, before I thought that Minecraft had better building. No, I think I've switched. I like Terraria more. Can't open doors. Specifically Terraria journey mode.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
You know what, sure, let's not piss off the narrator. Also, is the game... Why is the game rendering in... Look, okay, the game is in low quality. That's why. I was streaming the screen. Oops. Let's go to the left. Yeah, there you go. 413 Homestuck! Me, the narrator, I am a Homestuck fan. So then Stanley read the entirety of Homestuck with his bucket. My brain made a connection and I don't like the connection. I'm just gonna continue. Door. 411. What's that HTTP error code? Motherfucker. What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? This is new. We need more plans. Warehouse access plan. Nice C. Produce one plank to allow ease of access point fence. Construct bridge to allow collection of shiny float. Retrieve Chris's remains from warehouse floor. Construct new structurally sound bridge. That's fucked. I'm gonna get... Yeah, I think I got burnt out from Minecraft after playing the stone block mod. Like, I can play it, but I do tend to lose interest. Whereas with Terraria, I can, like, if I have the time, I can start Terraria and just keep playing it. The only time that I stop is when I'm like, okay, I need to do other stuff now. In Terraria, it's very easy for me to just tune into zone and just get trapped. With Minecraft, it's not that easy. There's... At some point, I disconnect. What the fuck? Lol looks like 927, haha. 5 there be, just take it from me, gotta collect them all. Places to search, okay. Mission status, inside of a sequel exhibit. Okay, wait, hang on. Notes, it's note time. Time for notes. Time for notes. Time for me to take notes on everything that's happening. It's very important that I take notes on stuff and shit. So, the fuck? Yeah, this... Places to search, mission status. 2, large room, many box. That's 2. 3, stairs. 4, somewhere both red and blue. Okay. So the red and blue one is a YouTube series, so we know that much. Get it? That's what that one Machinima X Machinima show. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. Yeah, it's a game. No. Okay, and then there's all this shit. Trust the completionist instinct. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless, TBH. They are. Weird spinning figurines. Ideas. What they want. Our data, stock options, money. Should we make them employees? Interns? Yes. Maybe? Why do they kinda look like 427? Artist rendering. Our quarterly success? Why floating? Magic magnets. Training exercise. My management. Fuck. Dreams. How many are there? 6, 151, 7, and that's not a number. Okay, can we sell them? Obviously, and more donero if sold to get her. What? Save one. Saw one in cargo room. Employee 421 building a bridge. NDA. Do we need contracts for them? Potential liability. And then there's bonus stuff. What we forgot. What we know. What we don't know yet. Let's see this. Since it's reached the end. So, how can we find them? Bottom text. Yeah, I'd like to know. I'd like to know. Small floating objects have appeared across the office. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. There are many questions. There is no manual for management. This seems more serious and less funny. How can you tell you've spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? Yeah, actually, that's a fair question. Just ask that fucker. Fig leaves are hard to find. Follow clues provided by employee 416. We can do it. Red room. 416. Okay, that's it. And then you have this. Maybe we are the collectibles. Shut the frick up! Yeah, no censorship, otherwise it's not marketable to kids. To whom it may concern, I managed to pick up sounds unusual to our regular office ambiances or local audio sources using an array of cardioid microphones, also known as directional mic. A microphone which picks up sound from a particular area. Analysis of the recordings allowed me to triangulate the source of that strange noise. Data shows that in all likelihood it's coming from a dark area behind a very warm place. Oh, okay, that's fine. I have my air conditioning on, it's not warm. I also picked up what looks to be a reverberance of a porcelain surface. Anyone have any leads on this? Wouldn't you like to know? What the fuck? That's a very ugly drawing. Source of levitation. Nothing back here. Interesting. And then you have this. Wait. There will be a reward for finding them all. Stop kidding yourselves. I want them so much. I want to go home. Reverb, holy heck, is that a... Oh my god, reverberation. Oh my god, it's a Ruina reference. I cannot believe it. Ruina X Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable is the final boss of Legend of Ruina. To do. Croix. Adlay. Stop. Where are they? Okay, nice notes. Blaseball reference. It's also a Blaseball reference, so I guess the next season of Blaseball, the next era, is gonna be about finding the Stanglables, the Stanglets. I don't know what the fuck they're called. Lies, who are you? 666 lol. Fucking hell. Also, the narrator fucking himself said that there's gonna be no reward. The reward is finding them yourself. So it's all a big fat fucking lie. Broom closet with my bucket.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
Oh, give me stickers, you fuck. You just gave me the best idea ever, and I'm gonna need some stickers. I'm gonna close the door. Give me stickers. God damn it, no sticker. Fuck you. What if I go in again? God damn it. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Hang on, I've been here before. And I did walk up before. I forgot what happened last time. Did I just straight up stop? I forgot what happened. There's a figure here, right? Wait, but did I already find it? I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. So that's a lovely purse. Awesome. Also, hello, Kilo. Hello. I am the secretary. I am Secretary Stanley. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Wait, did I just jump up? Whee! No. Shit. No. No. Oh wait, so the other ones were crossed out because I already found them. Large room, many boxes, stairs, and red. Wait, stairs. Hang on. Shit, I fucked it. Well, I mean, next time we'll go down.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Awesome.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Wait.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
It's just hitting me. I did get this ending before in last stream, and I remember what happens. We reach the end and we can't escape because of something. So we're just
Stanley
trapped into the void.
Twiddling his thumbs.
That's what
Trying
happened.
to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Tried to enter my birth year. Maybe it tells me happy birthday. I don't know. Kind of rude that it didn't. What about 6969? No, six. Well,
But
say
it
it
turns
then.
out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Shit. So yeah, I was here before. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a diverging ending here. Maybe there is. I'm hoping there is, because otherwise I'm repeating the same thing I've done before. I love the elevator. Of course you
The
do.
elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
You love going up and
It would
down.
be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Sick. Wow! Spooky! Wait, what if I go back in and press up?
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go
Ooh.
back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
Yeah, let's press the number 3 then. That seems like a good idea. Fuck yeah. Did I press the number 3? I actually didn't. I'm amazed that I never even pressed the fucking number 3.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. he took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. "Wow," he said, "the number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life."
This is the best fucking
Stanley
thing
looked
ever.
expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
I don't know. One more time. Okay. Kilo. If I ever buy FL Studio, I promise you, I will try to make a remix out of this. I promise you that. Call it the Stanley Parable 3 remix.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something.
A
Perhaps
3
he
mix.
had not seen
Yeah.
how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Yeah. Rude, Bucket. Rude.
A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Should he demonstrate the number 3 for the bucket again?
Yeah.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. "You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel."
Yeah.
He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
The thing is, this is not the narrator, like, being mad at us. This is the narrator, like, actually, like, doing stuff. I would have full on just kept on going. Well, the narrator said, should I go back up? So I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go the fuck back up. That's a great idea, narrator.
"Here we go," said Stanley. "This time I'll really show you." He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction.
I mean, it beeps 3 times.
Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Want to know one of my favorite visual novels? Yeah. I'm Evil. You know what I wish I could have right now? Funny number? Damn. Sad.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator.
Yeah, if there were 5,
He knew that there must be
I
a
definitely
way to
would.
get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
If I worked with crows, I'd make 1776 pull up the John Boyce video on the opposite wall. That's what I'd do. Hang on. Is that it? Is that it? No. There's no way that's it. Yeah!
I know what.
I knew it.
I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Huh.
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
World's healthiest human being, all tricks revealed. How we did it, the pyramids. Live, the guy who went to Mars. What? Stanley, 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 stand 3, stand 3, stand 3, stand 3. World peace, baby. Stage door. The Stanley Parable Stanley tonight live on stage. What's that? The man, the process, the myth, the legend, the parable. Stanley and the Stanley Parable tonight live on stage. World's first sentient machine. Yeah. A conversation with Alexander the Great. Do we great? Okay. To stage. 3333333333333.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
333. 3 again. The Stanley story. Wait, are we going into the Stanley Parable 3? I swear to fucking God. What's that? The Lord meet and greet? One chance, one opportunity. Mom's spaghetti. The dude who came up with pizza. Hang on. Is that the guy from Pizza Time Pizza? That seems sus. 427. It's ironic that... Wait, hang on. 4 plus 2 plus 7 equals 13. There's the 3. There you go. 3 pizzas for Stanley.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously.
Damn.
There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent.
3.
And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would
Damn.
be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
There's cuffs happening though. There's people here. What the fuck? You're shitting me. God damn it. God damn it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
So wait. Large room, mini box, stairs, red and blue. Large room, mini box. I remember a large room with many boxes. I'm not sure what it was though. Oh, there it is. It is input received. Fuck you.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room
Hang on.
worth admiring. It had really been
Wait.
worth the detour after all.
Shit,
Just
the
to spend
bucket!
A few moments here in this immaculate, beautiful, but eager to get back to
Wait,
business.
shit, the bucket! Begin the game again. Shit.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I forgot the bucket.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Wait, hang on. Hang on. Wait a fucking moment.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Huh. It's not here anymore. Do I need to go back? Maybe? There's the third input.
Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
Bucket. 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 Bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
Yeah. Truly inspirational. What a legendary bucket. You better not be shitting on the
Perhaps
bucket.
this was where the bucket felt most truly at home. Here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home. Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
Something's happening. Feels like I'm climbing something. Yeah. Was that? Fill the bucket up with drinks. Oh, trust me, I'm trying. Nothing. Drink from the bucket. Fill it up. Yeah.
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
No.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. No. I will not stop. Handle that paradox in your head, you fuck. We. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. Warning. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death.
Good.
Said the bucket.
But you can't
Now
jump.
ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was
Wait, what's
speaking
over
to him.
there?
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I don't even know what the fuck the bucket just said. Danger everywhere. Danger. Am I gonna fucking die? Mini Stanley figured there was some. Red and blue. Did I fuck something up? What the fuck?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
Where?
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
What?
I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which,
What?
if that's true, well, my
What?
goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding
What?
could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
What?
So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
I mean, I was just gonna say fuck the rules and just go in with the bucket anyways. Wasn't here. Okay, wait. Oh, we're in a game show.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Oh. Oh. Shit.
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What?
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
That was a weird fucking sound.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Hey, okay. Yeah. It's a bucket. I did it.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
some ways.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth.
You can be a tractor in a bucket.
How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
I mean, you can be both. Just fill it up with water. Keep the doors closed.
Is this a bucket?
This one might be a bucket.
Correct. This is...
There you go! What? There we go! What? Okay.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? What? How's that work?
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Not my bucket. This one's sexy bucket.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless
nothing
in your twisted
could
mind,
be
have you
something.
somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley.
Wait.
Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
Wait. Nothing is a bucket. Yeah. Let's think about this. I can grab nothing. I can fill up nothing. What can you do with a bucket? You can fill it up. You can grab it. Nothing is a bucket.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
Oh.
I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence.
Yeah.
And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is?
We're all buckets.
A bucket. Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets.
Wait,
from the game
what?
Entirely. Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
what? Wait. What?
What happened? Is everything gone?
Everything is a bucket.
Here, wait.
Everything.
Everything a bucket?
Yeah.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
Which means you're not a bucket.
Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
Yeah.
And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease.
There's nothing though.
It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Can I answer that differently to get a different ending?
My God, the bumpscosity in here is absolutely overwhelming.
The fucking what?
1,000? You people have got to be nuts. How can you stand this much bumpscosity?
What? Oh. It was the same. This is lame. I don't know what bumpscosity does, but I want it. I don't know what it being at 1,000 does. All I know is that I definitely want bumpscosity. You could say he is or is not a bucket. I did. I pressed on the very good. And it didn't do anything.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
573 is a Bimani reference, or a DDR reference. Bimani, well, it's Bimani, I guess. That's unironically a Bimani reference. Is there a 2000?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Ah, there you go.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies.
Done.
What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
This place seems scary, so I'm reducing the bump viscosity.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close.
There's no
felt
3.
None of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps.
Holy
How did
shit.
I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special
Oh,
bucket.
fuck.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him.
But I'm not a bucket.
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Buckets can't have 1000 viscosity. Fuck, I did it too late.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket.
Damn.
Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps
Damn.
he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place.
Damn.
How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course,
Why don't they
she had
wear
no
it on their
choice.
head?
There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon
Put
have
the
to confront
bucket on your
alone,
head.
for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance
Do
and
it.
total clarity on everything.
Bucket head.
Yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Backflipped all the way to work. Fuck. Can you imagine? That'd be nuts. I like laugh and shit. That'd be awesome. So it's not my computer. One of these computers has got to have the fucking thing. Wait. Wait. Wait, what?
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
So we've explored the left entirely. I feel like. So now what's missing is the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yeah, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Okay.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oh.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anmarines. Very soon,
what the fuck?
we'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You
Now we
can't
need
go
red and
back
blue.
When you had no Figler Anmarines. None of us can.
Damn. That's a pretty fucking terrifying thought. Why is the bee dock... Hang on. Is there some way that I can go down? Maybe the vent. What? Don't be sus. I vented. I'm an imposter. I am sus. I am Susie Emogi. Oh my god, so many tapes. I'm so sussy. I'm sussy. I'm so sussy. I will stab everyone because I am so sussy. What?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number...
3.
I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing.
Is that an actual second voice? Damn.
The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
Oh shit.
The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up.
What?
No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms.
Narrator sound system.
Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
They'll probably steal it though.
This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Well, that's a different sentence. What the fuck is happening? Also, before it was going down, now it's going back up. Jesus fucking Christ, reality is shattering in front of my goddamn eyes. I am so lost.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
What? What? It fucking went back to this?
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfect.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
God. More bucket. More
And
bucket
here
is...
it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was
It's,
there no...
it's time to
Never mind.
morb.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, I didn't.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yeah, good.
Said the bucket.
Now
Okay.
ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Alright.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Is it dark? It's not dark, is it? There's a lot of boxes in here. The fuck? Oh, this one. What?
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
What?
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Is there anybody home? Me, I'm home. Hello, nice to meet you. Fuck you. That's the story. Tea. I'd like to get tea. I've been thinking of getting like a actual like tea leaves and drinking some tea lately. Seems like it would be nice. I'd love to taste some actual good tea. Hello, Stanley, it's me, your bucket. Press R to take me to work with you. Oh.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Huh.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
He'll listen to the bucket? Okay.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Don't listen to the loud man. Okay.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Hell, fuck you! You just want to order me around for your fucking story, you dickhead. The bucket cares about me. Cares about me and my feelings. Fuck you, narrator. To ignore anyone in your life except for me. Yeah.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
Fuck you.
From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
Yeah. Exactly. Bucket! You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley?
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
Yeah?
Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Which is weird, because it never does that. But, you know. To relive the same day with me over and over.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
To go home to work to home to work to home. Work from home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand.
This is romantic.
Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
No, it's my bucket. I'm gonna fuck the bucket.
Stanley, give me the bucket.
No.
Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it.
No, it's my
Give it to me
bucket.
now. Give it or I'll...
It's my bucket. Fuck you. I'll work from a bucket. Go back to work, Stanley. Okay. My bucket. Mine.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
That's where that ends.
Just a matter of time.
That's where that ends. What the fuck is the sound? The one thing is that the input, I'm not sure. I did the second
Stanley
input.
went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
What? Is it raining? Am I missing something? Where's the third input? Get out of the window? Yeah, they added a hint for that one. Go outside? There's an outside? How do I go? Which window? What?
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
What the fuck? I can't jump. What? Oh.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map
Oh.
until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Oh.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique
I
place
mean, it
to
is
be?
unique.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
There's my house.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Wait, am I? No.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different?
You would have stopped
Would
it.
I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one?
Oh.
Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option.
The other option just replaces the first
You are one
sentence.
of the
That's
lucky
it.
ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Yeah, I'm willing to agree.
Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Okay, so I feel like if you press yes, it changes the first sentence but keeps everything else the same. You know? I feel like it just does that. So yeah, it was a big... Wait. One of my... Fuck it, let's do it again. Fuck it. You know what? Why not? Let's do it again.
My God, the bumpscosity in here is absolutely overwhelming. 1,000? You people have got to be nuts. How can you stand this much bumpscosity?
There you go.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game.
I love how you all think that I didn't think of trying this with the bucket.
And its examination.
You all didn't think that I would try this with the bucket. You all just assumed that I would not do that.
It's a fun and unique place to be.
Just saying, after the last time that I did this and found two completely different endings, you all assumed that I wouldn't do the same thing with this. Just want to point that out. Just want to point that out.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are
It is actually kind of different, this
I'm
one.
enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to
I
act
forgot
on
the
your
bucket
own desires
once.
to restart.
I forgot the bucket once. All other times that I went without the bucket, I willingly did that. So, get out of here, B-fucks. I'm gonna steal your honey and
Out the game.
punch your hive.
So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible.
Ooh.
And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
Aw.
You too will become quite unbearable.
This was actually nice. This was actually a nice narrator. I don't know what you mean by unbearable. This is actually quite sick. I like this. I'm gonna test other glasses while this happens. That's not much different, is it? This is like a different color, that's it. It's just like if I didn't wear any color at all. For fuck's sake. So that turns purple. This one stays gold. So it matches my skin. No. These ones are a bit less purple, yeah. This one, nah, this one. I have a lot of glasses, if you can't tell. A bit too much, some people might say. Those people are cowards. Okay, so these ones should be sufficiently different. Hopefully. They should be. Let's see. These ones are just straight up red. Is this better? Nah, this is better. I like this song. It's a very nice song. Oh, the song's... Oh. Oh. God damn it. I was enjoying the song. Oh, give me a sec. Gotta put all this shit back now. So that's it. That's it. No more song. It goes with my shirt. Thank you. Also, B, the game literally just did a funny, so fuck you for trying to invalidate me. You are cancelled and you are banned from the channel, and fuck you and goodbye. Forever. What the fuck? Game. Okay, what the fuck is this?
Co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay, game, what
Stanley
the fuck?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Game, you just...
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor did it advance the story in any
Where the
way.
fuck am I? Now I can't get out of the window.
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
Stole our windows. No window for you.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
God damn it. Torch the narrator. If you got him the baby game ending, not yet, but I know what that is. I haven't gotten that one, but I know what that is. It's the baby game where you stand there for 3 hours and press the button to save the baby, and then if you stand there for 3 hours, something happens. But you could also just quit because it's a shit game, and no one wants to do that for 3 hours except for people who want to post the first YouTube video. But since there's a YouTube video already, they don't want to do that. That should be its own entire stream. No, I will not fucking do the baby game. No.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
So down is a dead end. Down is a dead end. Up, there's stuff that we haven't done yet. There's a window. Can't exit out of that one. Fortunately. Got some updates. Please don't. You know what? You know what? If let's set a goal, but it's impossible. If I reach 1,000 by the end of August, I'll do it. If I reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of August, I'll do it. That will not happen because I really don't want to do the ending. But if it somehow happens, then fuck it. I will do the goddamn baby game ending. How about that? How about that? How about that? How's that for a fucking dilemma? Give me the 1,000 and I'll do the baby game ending. By August. No later. By August 31st. Here we go. Let's make it a bit more possible. Which is still not possible. The ending that has the baby game ending. Not saying complete the baby game. You've made me the happiest man in the world. I have not, because there's no way I'm reaching 1,000. Unless one of you buys subscribers for me, in which case you're unironically perma-banned from this channel. Like, that's not even a joke. Do not buy subscribers for me. That's shit. I'm not sure if that's even possible, but don't. What the fuck? You open now? Why is there a gun to a face? What the fuck is this? You're shooting a panda? Business strategy? What the fuck? This one didn't open before. Oh, for fuck. I mean the ending that has the baby game ending. I'm not saying complete the baby game. Oh yeah, but someone else wanted me to complete the fucking baby game ending. So that's the goal. I will try to find the bucket version of the baby. Were you back out of the office? Can you back out of the office? I don't know, man. There's like 70,000 endings. I don't know. The answer is likely either no or what the fuck. What the hell is this? Where am I going? Oh, nice. It's Kevin McLeod. I think that's Kevin McLeod. McLeod. Yeah, if you're wearing headphones, get ready for your ears to get fucked. What the fuck? Yeah. That's why I'm doing this, for the 3D. Oh, there's the narrator. Oh, okay, so the bucket version of the baby game is this a bucket? Okay, so that's what I need to do for the baby game. Okay. This is quite pleasant with 3D sound. Okay, it just goes forever? The narrator was starting to go, wow, 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 wow. What the fuck? Wait, we're back here? Now we're going up. You can hear the narrator. Three, four. Yeah, I gotta. That was sick. So that's just. What the fuck causes this door to open? Anyways, so. Hello proposed a good idea.
Stepping.
I broke something. I don't know what the fuck. Okay. Wait. There we go. Input received. There you go. So that's where the input goes. Oh, I was gonna try this because the narrator can't drive me insane if there's no narrator. But yeah, that doesn't work. Is it just me, or is this place a lot emptier than it used to be? What? Hang on, what? Did it just turn on? I'm very confused. What the fuck is up with the... Somewhere both red and blue. Gotta collect them all. Yeah. Buckets in closet without narrator. Yeah. The light being off was a bug. Damn. I'm breaking Stanley What? Wait, what? Wait, what? I remember this sign. New content? What? What? Wait. That's the door I entered to start off the whole deluxe thing. Why did it appear? What the fuck? By the way, I'd love to get a neon sign. I don't know how to get one of these, but I'd love to have one of these. It'd be cool. Just to have it. Is that game audio? What the fuck? Someone outside don't know how to drive. Someone outside doesn't know how to drive a car. There's so many doors still locked. Well, that's a fun noise, huh? Yeah. What the fuck is happening? You can get flexible LED tube things. Oh, fuck yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe I have the witch. Maybe I have a witch in my house. Maybe I'm gonna die alive on stream. They look like neon lights. I'll definitely look those up, because I'd love to have that shit. God, I'd fucking plug one in there. Plug one in there. Have it on the wall or something. Be sick as hell. Decorate the television. Then again, I guess this aura is nicer. There's the generic streamer vibe, which is just put all the bunch of colors and lights in the background. Whereas mine is just, I have something on my face, and I have lighting here that's pointing to the walls. It's coming back to me. The parable is coming back. Oh, that's the... Who farted? Void! You are now leaving. Red. Escape pod bait. What? You are now leaving. 754? That doesn't work. I like this vibe. Thank you. I'm glad you like this. I'm glad you like this vibe. I like it too. It's a carefully curated vibe. I think the normal version of this ending is like you need the narrator to pass through here, and that's when it blocks you. I think I remember the non-bucket version of the ending. 755. Nothing. 432. Can't blame you. It's a cool ending. It's definitely a cool ending. I don't know what the fuck the bucket version is like. Where the hell am I going? 760, right? Was the escape pod thing. I'm gonna be blocked or something. It's 432. All of these are 432. You didn't do it right? Yeah, you didn't do it right. You're just too stinky. You're too stinky, Kilo. You need to like stop being so stinky and then do the ending again. If you're too stinky, the ending gets ruined because it's like, oh, how you stinky. And then punches you in the face. Where in the jackfuck am I going? Please, for the love of God. 759. Again. Angry. Angry Kilo. Kilo mad. Escape pod time. Escape pod launch bay. 432. But again. Escape! Escape! I'm escaping with the bucket. I'm escaping with the bucket. I'm escaping with the bucket. The bucket is escaping. Ah. Okay. Damn. It's emotional. What an emotional scene. Damn. Damn. And yet the bucket returns.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand.
Of course I
It was only
did.
a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
Input
Just a
received.
matter of time.
Input received, okay. Oh shit, the bucket's actually gone! The bucket's actually gone! Wait, did I miss the chance on doing the bucket version? Oh no! Shit! I think I missed out on the chance on actually doing the bucket version of that. Fuck, okay. Well, whoops, sorry to everyone. I just cock-blocked everyone.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I realized you were stinking left. Fuck you. Fuck you, Kilo. How fucking dare you. You fucker. So wait, hang on. So wait, is it permanently gone or is there something that I can still do? Somewhere both red and blue. I forgot. I remember there being doors. There's like a state of the game where you have red and blue doors. I forgot how to get there.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No bucket in there.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So wait a sec.
Stepping in...
The sign isn't there anymore. Input received. Technically I can go into the void, but since there's no narrator, I think that it's just that nothing happens. So this is literally the same so far. Hang on. I have an idea. I'm not sure if it's right, but I have an idea. What? 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 Oh, they're lighting back up. But they light back up, so I can't press all of them. They're lighting back up. I like this one. I also like this one. So wait, this is what pressing all 5 inputs does? Just brings you here? That's what this does? That whole setup for... Maybe there won't be one of these buttons. So that's it. I should. That's it. Maybe bump viscosity. No, this is the light up. Okay, yeah, I think this is it. So I just quit. Don't turn it down, you don't remember last time? Well, I don't have the fucking bucket anymore. Maybe it's the way to get the bucket back. So just feeling sad about my sense of bumpscosity and then fucking quits. I'm gonna begin the game again. So now it's permanently there. I can now go into heaven whenever I want. Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
I'm very fucking confused. Wait, the bucket's back. The bucket's back? What?
Ah, the embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
What the fuck?
Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
Yes,
Whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
we've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
What?
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim.
What the fuck?
The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket?
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his
Wait, we've heard that
machinations
name
as
before,
payback
didn't
for
we?
the sacred amulet I stole from his
We've heard that name
treasured
before.
vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket! This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
What? What?
My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it. Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Oh. So I know you're evil, but...
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
No, the orders were still missing. For now.
Hey, I'm not alone in button heaven. Hey, Bucket, look at all these buttons. Look at all these buttons. Bucket, look at all my buttons. Look at all of them, Bucket. Bucket, I can press all of them. Ah! My buttons, my bucket. And me! A new podcast! That's what Mbam Bam truly stands for! The true meaning of Mbam Bam! It is simply me, my bucket, and the buttons, destined to become one! Oh! Fuck! My button, my bucket, and me, yeah. I forgot what I need to do with the adventure line. Not gonna lie. This if I could do it, I don't know, man.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what the fucking... The end is never the end. What the fuck? All these monitors are glitchy. What happened? Did I fuck up something? Is it because I went to button heaven with the bucket? Suddenly everything's corrupt. What the fuck is happening? I'm so fucking lost. Get well someday. Oh.
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Yeah, I think this was the adventure line thing. I think.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place adventurous.
What? What?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere.
Baby?
The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it. Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next?
Ross, it's
and
not
it played some silly music as well.
Yeah. Why? Yeah, okay. fine.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then.
What?
Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
The bucket? You want me to give up the bucket? What happens if I jump off here? I die. No. Okay, don't die. Wall. This is a funky looking wall. Am I gonna be shot? What in the fuck? I don't like this sound. There's a telephone. What?
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
It destroys...
Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready. Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait.
But it's my
Sure,
bucket.
I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so
What?
densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush
What the
that
fuck?
damn bucket. Quickly now.
What the
fans
fuck?
are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Jesus fuck! What? 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 Oh no!
Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation.
It's a piece of
You had
shit.
so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about
What
you.
the fuck?
All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Yes. What? No. Bucket? That's it, right? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
The imposter?
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your
Also, what
friends
the
and I are
fuck? It will
concerned
also
for you,
melt your
Stanley.
brain.
We've
Okay.
come together here because we care about you very much.
I'll
It's
keep
this
that to mind.
bucket
Hang
you're
on.
carrying
While
around everywhere.
the narrator talks about whatever the
Bucket
fuck, I'm
isn't
gonna do
even
this.
from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
I'm sorry, Keela. I have no idea.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off
Not
to
gonna
next?
lie, I
Oh,
don't have much of an idea.
need some silly music as well.
Wait, shit.
Now this is
What
what,
the
the
fuck, that's
Stanley
it?
Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No! Everyone leaving me.
Don't you get it, Stanley?
Everyone
We
leaving
need to
me.
get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready. Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows.
What are you doing?
That is
Go
its
in.
singular personality trait. Sure, I can
You're just
hear you
looking at
say,
me,
how
like-
does a character with only one personality
Go in.
trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable
What do you
characters?
mean?
Well,
No,
you see, if you
go
were to
in.
really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush
Go in.
buckets is so densely loaded with complexity
What
and
the
nuance
fuck?
that it's
How
really
do I
like
throw it
10
in?
personality traits. What
Right
other
click,
object in this
fucking-
game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after
I
this.
can't step in. I'm trying.
Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now.
I'm
The
fucking
fans are waiting.
trying.
Do it, the
I'm
fans,
fucking
Stanley.
trying.
Get
God
the
damn it! I
fans
can't
what
even
they
fucking
want.
do
Hurry.
shit. God. Ah! It's bullshit.
The Bucket Destroyer.
Fuck. Baby time.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Baby
What
time.
did it mean?
Time for baby.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Baby, baby, baby. When I go to the baby's
When Stanley
home,
came
zone
to
of
a
the
set two
baby,
open doors,
zone
this
of
was
the
not the correct
baby,
way to the meeting
zone of the
room, and
baby.
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps
Oh,
he
yeah,
wanted to
that's
stop
right,
by the
Kilo.
employee lounge first.
I couldn't
just
destroy
to
it. It needed the
admire
12 symbols of the sages of the
It was
pages.
okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, Stanley did fucking not do that.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize
It
that
needed to
investing
beat
your trust
inscription.
in someone
Yeah.
else can be difficult.
It
but
needed
the fact
to
is that
delete the
story has
game
been
before
about
being shot
nothing
by a
but
random
you
person.
all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Yeah, the baby.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yes.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it.
Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No. It's only baby. Baby game. No buckets past this point.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
Stiggly Wiggly.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just
I don't
say
even get an
it's
achievement.
done. We're all done here, and now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Okay, so I need to remember what the fuck that was. But first, before that, what the fuck? Where the fuck did you want me to go? Hang on. Where the hell did you want me to go, narrator? Whatever the fuck? Where did you want me to go? What? Go? Hang on. No, not me.
The crushed buttons is so densely loaded with...
Baby time.
First open door.
Okay.
Listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay. Good. Walk through the red door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red. Will it be spam if I post Metal Maiden in the giant pit without any context and refuse to respond? Depends on... Blue. Dabudi dabudai. Yes,
All right,
I
fine,
think.
Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so
'Cause you're
badly
saying
what's
random
out there?
gibberish.
You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Show me the baby. I'm the baby.
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Yeah.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
I don't care.
And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
Yeah.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours.
Baby.
What would have made this game better?
Baby.
What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Yes.
Skill trees?
Yes.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I can't talk.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Oh, of course. A 3.
I love 3.
Really?
You know
Maybe
I love
next time
3s.
we can get you to form an actual opinion.
Wait,
you know?
what the fuck?
Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings?
The
Does
fuck?
that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here,
fuck you,
based on
Dick.
the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. No. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. 98.9% of players are more attractive than Stanley. The compete against others to improve your Stanley Parable career. No, fuck you. Why not ask some friends for help? Error, friends list empty.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
No comments on the tree?
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Yeah, boot it up or something. I'm a monkey.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right.
Yeah.
And if he reaches the fire, you fail.
I fucking die.
It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Let me set 4 hours. Hang on.
You heartless bastard.
I was setting a timer for 4 hours.
Because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter,
God
well, I
damn
don't
it.
know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Ah, fuck. It fell. I exploded my game. Minecraft, right? I remember it being Minecraft, I think. No? What?
Aha! Fascinating.
Firewatch?
What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
What?
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians
Who
below
firewatches
you
the
from
Firewatch?
up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
So you're telling me they fucking did Firewatch? They fucking did Firewatch. I'm not sure I understood what you said, hello Ale. I'm not sure I understand what you said.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
What? What can't it be?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
What?
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls.
Wait,
Something with
what?
nice, big, insurmountable walls.
The Firewatch team just gave them everything? What the fuck? That's wild.
Hey, I think this will be just the thing.
You're shitting me. That's... Oh my god, that's... Rocket League!
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Rocket League? Where's the ball? What the fuck? They put fucking...
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Fucking... So you're telling me... They...
Hold on. What are you doing?
What the fuck? Wait, I didn't mean to... Shit!
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
What the fuck did... I didn't know there was a hole. I thought it was gonna explode. Jesus fuck... What? So wait... What the fuck? What the fuck? Is this supposed to be a game? I don't know which game this is. Oh, the illusion of choice. There's a light. What the fuck? What's that? What the fuck is that? That's like a bunch of code, isn't it? Oh, this is the original mod. Oh. What the fuck is this? You know, with Stanley Parable, like at some point you're like, you know what? Yeah, I mean, they're gonna go weird with it. They're gonna do a lot of weird meta-breaking shit. You know, it's gonna be wacky. How the fuck am I still surprised? This is like, what the fuck? How do they keep outdoing themselves? What the fuck is this? They keep fucking outdoing themselves with more... What? I'm just... What?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
That makes sense for why it would take so long. That makes sense for why it would take so long. Damn, so they used Unity for this. Okay. I think I knew that, I just forgot. Also, yeah, I guess I can technically set up a macro to do the baby thing. I do know there's one point in which using the macro doesn't work because it adds another button for you to fuck with. And I have a feeling that it's gonna, like, fuck with you. It's gonna force you to actually be active there. Which is annoying if I have to press this for 4 times. Then again, why am I thinking about this? I'm not gonna reach 1,000 subs by the end of August. That's like 2 months to quadruple my amount of subscribers. If it happens, then something fucky just happened. Also, yeah, that's interesting. I think the one thing that we definitely have left, I think we've explored basically everything. So, well, no, the meeting room. We haven't done the meeting room yet. Hang on.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figglers.
What?
I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
What?
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Wait, don't I need to, like, restart 5 times to trigger something? What the fuck? What? Okay. Memory zone again. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. What in the unholy fuck? We already wait. BAFTA. So that's locked. That's the game.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Wait. Seven out of 6.
And here was a second Stanley. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
That's a funny reason. I'm breaking the fucking number. That's a funny reason to have a bucket. They were just like, hey. What should we do in the Unity engine? I think Stanley should hold something. Like a bucket? Fucking brilliant idea, Dave! And then so bucket.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Was this 4th? This might be I think that's 4th, right? Like, that was 4th. But I don't remember picking one from the boss's office. So I'm confused.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, behind the boss's office. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
96. 6
Let's
to
see,
9.
what came next? Oh,
This
yes,
is-
we found a Figley in this pink room.
No, we
Oh, well,
didn't.
I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
What? What the fuck? I'm saying what the fuck a lot. But like I don't know what else to say, honestly. Am I levitating? Okay.
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
What? What? Fucking Windows movie, man. Best boy, the narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
What? What? What the fuck is this?
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
You are in the present.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Oh.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels. Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Oh wait. Oh what? Oh okay.
Yes, I love that video.
I don't know what that sound is, but everything's a lot more sepia. Everything's a lot more sepia now. We were
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
The whispers aren't. This is the almighty morb. That's the morb right there. Nothing.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
I mean, this whole sequence is a reward, narrator. I don't know how to tell you this, but... That doesn't work.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
We're just going back, aren't we? Wait. What? Collector. What?
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything.
Yeah,
In fact,
literally.
I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
Yeah, I don't think you're being ape-brain. I think you hit the nail on the head.
Oh, yes. The two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
It doesn't matter which one we choose.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
What?
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace, protective yet delicate, assertive yet... Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room. And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
I mean, we can't do the adventure line and grab bucket midway through, because then we lose access to the bucket, don't we? And then the adventure ending doesn't have the bucket. Unplug phone with bucket? What the fuck? That sure was
All
a
of his
fucking
co-workers were
ending.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Stanley's bucket, the only co-worker he would ever truly need. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took
I think
the
we
door on
already
his
did
left to go back to the meeting room.
We already did the phone thing, didn't we?
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good.
Said the bucket. But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Can you unplug the phone?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing. Is Stanley without the bucket really Stanley at all? No, no, surely not. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Dog mode.
Now pick up the phone.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke.
Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually
I mean, the
took it
fucking other
seriously.
ending,
When
you
did
took
I
it
mess up the
seriously.
joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quickly? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is.
What?
It's sitting right here.
Yeah, I
Let's
need
take
to
a
know
look.
how to be funny. I don't fucking know how to do that anymore.
What is comedic timing?
Yeah?
What is comedic timing? How does it work?
Yeah.
How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds?
No.
Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh,
Never.
in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms
I don't know how much that
raised
is in
straight
Celsius.
upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary.
Orange chocolate, I didn't say
When the
banana.
joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over
Joke's
by
over now.
declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny
I'm
with the
done
funny."
with the funny.
Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy.
Yay.
Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how
Data?
rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian.
Oh.
An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long
Oh, fucking
and
Christ.
should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter
Sick.
and even tripled over in laughter
Oh,
in no
fuck.
time at all.
Hell yeah.
Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp.
Good.
After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invaders who threaten our very existence.
This is
And
more
to
than
very
90
likely die
seconds.
in a hailstorm
What the
of
fuck
bullets
is
and
the-
mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us,
What
and
the
their
fuck?
children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
What? What the fuck? Okay.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Okay.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking
love how it's
bucket,
guarded
you'll
now.
say? How ridiculous.
I love how it's guarded
absurd.
now.
What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure.
Still dog mode.
The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
I'm a dog. Woof woof. Woof. Woof 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 woof. Woof.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
What?
What? We're back at the phone already? No, what's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this.
The fuck?
There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
Yeah?
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already? No.
Wait.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
But we started with the right.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone.
That's what I did.
Not even look at the instructional video.
If fucking...
I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic
No, the fucking... What the fuck?
Now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
What the fuck? Dude.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all
What?
of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison.
What?
Yes. Well, let me
Credits?
tell you, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with the bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery?
What?
Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal, I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is it just me or does the number look fucked?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, Stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Oh God, my
I'm
head.
not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Oh my God, my head hurts.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
What?
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
What the
welcome
fuck?
back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please. Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we
design
can't
is
have
my
you
passion.
jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
Oh, so now they
we just
explain
need to get
it.
you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I don't know, man. I don't know anymore. I'm so fucking lost.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever.
Try to jump.
I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Yeah. And I think it doesn't work, if I remember.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Child.
My story.
Child.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
And then it just continues normally, right? Yeah.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I think we've explored the endings. My brain hurts. I'll quit. Is there anything else? Let's see.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, it is new. It is new. It is new. Never mind. It is new. What? What?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115? I don't fucking know. Ba 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 ba. Beep bop.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
Bye.
He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Fucking notification spoke to me.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
Bop bop.
Please speak the code into
Spaghetti.
the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story.
Night
This
Shark
is a crucial
115.
step.
Spaghetti. Fucking code, game code.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
I didn't have a choice.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me?
I just realized it's no longer dog mode. I lost the wolf.
Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Yeah, now the last thing that we can do is quit and restart. Except I think that we already... Yeah, this ending is sad. We did end on a sad ending. Fortunately. I'm very lost. My brain hurts. So... Hang on. Stanley Parable... Ultra Deluxe reboot 5 times. Is that an actual like thing? Yeah, apparently no one else is talking about it. The only one that I'm seeing is The only one that I'm seeing is like once you do all the 5 things. Wait. Wait. This is the... So this is literally the ending. I'm not sure what ending it is. Like it's basically the same thing that we've done. It doesn't talk about resets. But then it also says you can find it on YouTube, and the one on YouTube is different. Like apparently there's a new epilogue option. Like your favorite time of day, yeah. Huh. Learning more about you and how to like things to be set. It's good to like collect data. I wish I had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. There's no epilogue option. But yeah, let's reboot the game then. Yeah, we're getting sliders. From what I'm reading as well, like players will not be able to pick the epilogue option. There was something about not being able to actually. What? Oh, that's a new slider. Barely visible. Until the dog and cat are friends. Aww. I don't know. I don't know. But don't call out lurkers. Let lurkers lurk. If they want to lurk, then, you know, they shouldn't be pressured into behaving or whatever the fuck, you know? Well, behaving. They shouldn't be pressured into commenting or being pointed out. I'm a small streamer. I'm gonna have a small amount of views. That's just something. That's just something that, you know. It does feel weird being the only one in chat, I can assume, but unfortunately, at my size, that's something that I just have to deal with sometimes. You know, sometimes you're gonna be the only one. Adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Okuboinkle. Or Scrumtush. Definitely, I'd say in that way. Okay. Yes. Is it the time that it is right now the correct time? Yes. What is time anyway? No. I will be able to remember this when you blow up. Yeah, definitely. I do like this sort of size, you know. Chat is maintainable. It's easy to look and like be like, hey, I recognize this person. I know this person. It's fun to recognize people, you know. Anyways, time is no. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes. Help. Yes. I'll help you. Will come back to visit me? Yes. Still nothing. What did you just say? Hi. Hello. Quit the desktop. Again. Fucking... What? I'm so lost. OMG, chat is alive. Can you believe it? Chat is fucking alive. Truly amazing. What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sorry, I've adjusted all of the game settings to your exact specification, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. Neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. What? Oh. There we go. Oh. Huh. What? What the hell is that? That's the escape pod, isn't it? That's the memory shack, but that's the escape pod, I think. Hang on. I'm gonna check what this is first. Because this isn't like the shack is the proper way of advancing, but yeah, there's the bucket. I knew the bucket would be in there. I just, you know, for a moment I thought if I go in, I gotta let me go in and then we'll escape. I'm not sure if it would be. I don't think it would. I think it's only there because we did the bucket ending. The bucket escape. Then again, would the epilogue have popped up if we didn't do that bucket ending? What the fuck? Go Guy on review, the Stanley Parable 2. Piss Order 0999. Boblin, then Boblin. Go Guy. 2027. Cat Dog Born. Huh. When the Stanley Parable launched to a massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise, but a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought that we had a vision for the series the players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been farther from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. Real Web. Nice website. Get on the green, Greb. Oh wait, it's green. They even have this fucking data transfer policy thing. Jim. Agree.
Jim.
Maybe the bucket is Jim?
Jim.
Stanley. 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 Jim. Stanley. Stanley. Stanley.
Thank you for enjoying the new content. Hello. Curse of the thank you. Destruction of thank you. Destruction of thank you. Amazing. Huh. Every time you restart the game, huh? Huh. It sounds like work, no need to do that. Yeah, I like it. The narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not, I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me, let's fix it. The achievement machine is all fixed. Can only spiral in on itself forever. Yeah?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Where's the achievement machine, by the way?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
But there is no new content area anymore, is there? Oh wait, here it is. Return to the expo hall.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
I regret.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I regret to inform you we're in Stanley Parable 3. Not 2.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features. Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
What do you want to do before it?
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
What do you want to do right just before it? What's your idea?
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
So what do you want to do? Wait, shit.
To the secret lab.
As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait.
I completely fucked that up. I was supposed to play the fucking actual sound effect.
What in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure. Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
Also spooked. Narrator is spooked. But yeah, I completely fucked up the Kronk thing. It's fucking amazing. But yeah, we did it. We fucking did it. There's 4 achievements left. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. 3.6% of players have this achievement. Oh, I know what they did. They fucked with Windows, didn't they? They fucked with the actual date of the PC. That's what they did. Yeah, okay. Complete the Stanley Parable in under 4 minutes 22 seconds, not including load times. And complete the Stanley Parable. I haven't completed the Stanley Parable, apparently. Well. Anniversary stream on that achievement, lol. Yeah, fucking July 11th, 2032. Holy shit. Yeah, fuck it, why not? If I even remember. Oh, fuck. For ending no bucket. Fuck it. I'm not interested in that ending. But yeah, there's also another achievement for playing throughout the entirety of Tuesday. Just funny. But yeah, 10 years from now, I'll do it. Except I probably won't remember. And if I do, I'll probably fuck it up. We'll see. We'll see. I have a very strong feeling that in 10 years, I'm gonna... I mean, my PC will probably be different. Actually, so... I don't think I'd even be able to get that achievement without cheating the date. But you know what? Why not? We'll do the anniversary stream anyways. I'll just funny meme it. And we ended with Kronk, which is legendary. But yeah, that was the Stanley Parable. My head is boiling, and we've kind of covered every ending. New ending. I think. I don't know anymore. That was cool. Jesus Christ. Mind-bending experience. Fucking hell. We did it. Stanley Parable 3. The Destruction of Thank You. Very good game. I give it a 3 out of 3. Plus 3 is my favorite number, so, you know, it's best to leave it like that. So yeah, see you. I think we got the achievement. Apparently 25% of people got it. So 25% of people completed the fucking game. Damn. Damn, okay. Wait, more people got the test achievement than they did the Settings World Champion achievement. Huh. Awarded for getting any of you. This is weird. Also, by the way, for the future, please don't talk about being the only person in chat and there being no other viewers. You know, as a streamer, I, you know, I kind of tend to ignore how many viewers there are. Because, you know, telling a streamer, like, oh, there's no one here, can be a bit demotivating, is something that I found out. Like, back when I started, I think I streamed while having the amount of viewers constantly there. And at some point I realized that was just, that just sucked. Pulls you out of the mood and just kind of makes you sadder. Kind of makes you act differently. And the same applies to whenever, like, in chat, people remind you that there's no viewers or no other people or something. Breaks people out of that mojo. And makes them, like, conscious of the fact that they're streaming to nowhere. So yeah. I'd appreciate if in the future chat doesn't do that. Because that sucks. But yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay. But yeah. Apparently, really quick before I end everything. Really quickly. Yeah. It's saying sign in. I'm already signed in. Steam is just broken. This one, 24.9% have got this achievement, which means 24.9% of people have seen the epilogue and then went back to get this achievement. However, 21% of players have gotten the Settings World Champion achievement. And that's just weird to me. I'm not gonna lie. It's just weird to me. Also, this achievement is a fucking lie. And then there's this one, which is easy. And this one you can't jump. We disabled it. Funny. This one's just 8. A lot of times, which is funny. And yeah. Anyways. Hope that you all enjoyed, and see you all next week, where I do a bunch of bullshit and whatever the fuck. It should be fun. I don't know, man. My head hurts. What achievement is a lie? Click on door for 35 times. You need to do way more than click on door for 35 times. So yeah. Yeah. Thank you and goodbye.